What's up, everybody? Claymore back here. We'll talk about the Braves just for a minute. Even though tonight is Game 1 of the World Series, I'm doing this video. No, look, I released one earlier about what to expect in the World Series, but I wanted to release this one, but I'm probably going to release it tomorrow morning, so I'm just going to go ahead and make it tonight. Let's talk about the Braves really, really quick. Now, going back to an original video I made a couple days ago after the Braves lost the series, I don't think the Braves have anything to be ashamed of, but so there's been some concerns about what to expect in the offseason, and I put in the thumbnail, there are 4 players to focus on: Soroka, Fried, Melanson, and Ozuna. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, if the DH is still in place next year, which I don't think it will be, Ozuna's gone. All right, so you can pretty much go ahead and forget that. Unless you can convince him to stay on like a team-friendly deal of like 2 years worth like $15 million a year, you're probably not going to keep him. He had a pretty big year, so I suspect he's gone. He'll probably sign with the American League Ball Club. Soroka and Fried both are arbitration eligible. I expect those two to get paid. But Soroka tore his Achilles, so I would not expect him to be ready on opening day next year. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't expect him to be ready to even come back until sometime next July or August. As the way I'm seeing it, the Braves probably won't even use him as a starter. The problem the Braves have with Soroka is that they can't actually work him. So he would probably come back and he may go to the bullpen, but that remains to be seen. As a matter of fact, you can solve the Melanson problem by making him the closer for 1 year, but I don't think I really and truly want to do that. I like Soroka better as a starter. Now, Max Fried doesn't have 200 innings in a season yet. But remember, this was a short season. It's only 60 games this year. So nobody was able to max out their innings. So what does the Braves rotation look like next year? Right now, I'm seeing Fried, Wilson. And we don't even know about Bryce Wilson, but I'm seeing Kyle Wright. If I were the Braves, instead of focusing on keeping Marcell Ozuna, what I would do is I would focus on bringing in 1 to 2 starters, and I would not sign a Cole Hamels. All right, we've already been busted on that one, so please, God, don't re-sign Cole Hamels. I would like to keep the rest of the bench intact. I know it's an unpopular decision to say that Nick Markakis might not be a good idea to re-sign, but I think Nick Markakis would take a 2-year deal, especially with this Braves team. I also think Mark Melanson would take a nice, maybe not a great contract, but I think that the Braves would be better suited if they signed a starter, quality veteran starter, to a 1-year deal, and they signed an ace to a 2 or 3-year deal, spent their money there, and maybe brought back Melanson on like a 2-year deal and kept the rest of the bullpen intact. I would not expect the Braves to make any huge splashes as far as position players are concerned. I expect next year you see Drew Waters. I expect to see Christian Pash playing full-time next year. I expect the bench to, for the most part, remain intact, and that's really what they should do. Now, as far as Brian Snitker is concerned, there's a lot of decisions and you'll hear me talk more about Snitker in later videos if I do sports, especially when we talk about the Braves and baseball as a whole. I'm talking about the Braves because they're still somewhat trending, and they are my team. I like to talk about all sports, and I like to talk about all teams, but I'm just taking this Maryland special because of that reason there, because they were just in the playoffs or eliminated. But Snicker, I think is a very good coach, but I don't think he's a great in-game manager. There's a lot of things that he did that I didn't like. I didn't like the idea of him bringing A.J. Minter in the 6th inning in Game 7. I personally would have kept Shane Green in there for 1 more inning, especially in a series where relievers are going to be used more often with no travel days and no extra rest. I did agree with bringing in Chris Martin, but at the same time, though, I recall thinking, look, you're either going to live or you're going to die with Chris Martin. They just turned to find out they died with Chris Martin. So, yeah, I'm sure somebody's going to leave in the comment section, man, you got to be crazy to think that Chris Martin was a good idea. I still agree with that decision, okay? The one decision I did agree with Freddie Gonzalez on back in that series in 2013 with the Dodgers was not bringing in Craig Kimbrell, because the situation would have called for him to hit the previous inning. All right? Or they would have called him to hit that inning, and I'm pretty sure the Dodgers, they might have been inclined to hit him with a pitch, and that they would have screwed things up going into the 9th inning to close that game out. Sometimes things work out that way, but I'm still not that big of a fan of Brian Snitker's managerial style, especially in games. But that is what I got for you guys, all right? Number 1, focus on the starting rotation, because remember, pitching and defense always wins championships. Number 2, keep the bench intact. Utilize the young players. You'll be okay. And number 3, try to keep the bullpen intact. And like I said before, unless Marcell Ozuna agrees to a very, very cheap deal, you're probably not going to get him. My thinking is he's probably going to sign with a team that's going to throw a lot of money at him. New York, Boston, one of those big name American League teams. That's just the way I see it right now. Guys, that's Claymore. If you guys like my content, I'll probably have another video out based on a couple of things. If you guys like my content, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share these videos. The next video is probably not going to be sports related, but guys, stay tuned. Like I said before, if you guys will leave a comment, please do. And also hit that subscribe button and get the notification bell. All right. I'll see you guys later.